Hey ladies, I hope you all have had a good day, and I'm sorry that I didn't get this posted yesterday, just crazy junk going on, but I'm kind of glad that, I had a little more time to do a little bit more studying on this lesson before I actually posted a video for you guys, because I saw something today on Facebook. I'm going to share it with you guys through our message, that I really think goes kind of hand in hand with what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I've kind of titled this message, Let Go and Let God. And I know you've heard us say that 100 times, but I think you're really going to get a little bit of a deeper understanding of why we say that through this lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we're going to get started. Father, I just want to thank you for another day. I want to thank you for allowing us to wake up this morning, no matter what our struggles and our troubles may have been. We know that you have an ultimate plan for us, and that if we just slow down and we rest in you, that we can see your plan in your time for us and for our lives. Father, I just want to thank you for each and every lady that is watching today. God, I just want to thank you for allowing me to be able to share your word with them and hopefully give them a little more hope each and every day, especially through all this craziness that we're going through now. Father, I just ask that you continue to bless each and every one with healthy lives and keep all of the sickness, any sickness that's going around, not just COVID-19, but any sickness, away from them and their families, Lord, and just continue to be with them as they may be dealing with struggles or trials that they don't understand. But we all know that in your time it will all make sense. God, I just ask that you be with us tonight as we go through this lesson, Lord. Just open our ears, open our hearts, and especially open our minds to what you have to say for each and every one of us individually. In your name I pray. Amen. So tonight we're going to be in Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 9. And I'm reading out of an NLT version. So here we go. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Keep putting into practice all you learned and received from me, everything you heard from me and saw me doing. Then the God of peace will be with you. So, like you've heard us say many times, let go and let God. And you may never have really understood what we were saying. But the very first verse, chapter 4, verse 6, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. So, I mean, you just have to give it. Like, you just have to say, Lord, I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand what's going on, but I know that you have a plan for me, so I'm just going to let you have it, and I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, you just got to let go and let God do what God does, because God's amazing, and He's going to show you in His own time for your life, whatever it may be, and why you're going through what you're going through. But always to remember to thank Him for what He has done for you, for all of the many blessings you have received, and for just giving you life. I mean, tomorrow is not promised for any of us. We woke up this morning and were able to take a breath. That is a blessing. It may have turned into a crazy mess right after you took your first breath this morning and right after your feet hit the floor, but it is a blessing that you are here and that you are alive and that you are able to be there for whatever needs to happen that day in God's plan for you. Excuse me. Ask God for peace on anything and everything, because His peace surpasses anything that we could ever imagine, and it guards your heart and it guards your mind as long as you're living with Jesus. So I spoke right before I prayed about something that I saw on Facebook today, and I really think that that's kind of why God wouldn't allow me to be able to post this video yesterday. The thing that I saw on Facebook, and like I said, I'm going to share it in our message, talks about how, we as humans feel like sometimes we're broken and that pieces are falling or our world is crumbling underneath us and we don't really know what to do with it. But in this little thing, it's like a conversation between this person and God says, you are not a puzzle. Your pieces are not gone. There are things in your life, there are people in your life, there are quote unquote seasons in your life that have to just fall to the side, and you have to just let those pieces lie, because that's not that you're done with that in your life and now you're moving forward to the next thing. And God knows all that, and all you have to do is pray for Him to give you the peace that everything is going to work out and give you just the strength to go through the day-to-day battles and the day-to-day struggles that we all have. I mean, right now, especially being able to be at home for 5 weeks with my children and with my husband. This week so far, and I know it's only Wednesday of this week, and I only have one more day of work left, but I am struggling like really hard with trying to figure out a way that I can be able to financially help my family, but also be at home, because I just find myself throughout the day like just praying, God, give me a sign that this is not where you want me. And if it is where you want me right now, then give me a sign of that. Like, just give me something, because I'm struggling. Like, it's really hard for me to be there this week. And I don't know, like I said, if it's just because I've already had 5 weeks off with my kids and my husband and I'm enjoying that time off, or if it's just because, God's saying, okay, get ready, because this is not where I want you to be. This is not what I want you to be doing. I just haven't figured it out yet. So if you will, just say a little prayer for me that God can give me, some insight somewhere. So our question kind of for tonight, which is, like I said, this is Tuesday, May 5th lesson. Sorry. Happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way. What do you need to release in prayer today? Write it down. The best way for me, yes, I do verbally pray to God and ask Him to take a situation or to release my worry or stress over a certain thing. But I also write it down, because then once that situation has passed, or I see where that particular road in my life was leading, I can look back on that and I can write down, like I do kind of like a little prayer journal. Like, I'll write a specific prayer request down, or I'll write a specific prayer down that I've prayed, and then I'll go back, months after, once, if I did pray for something, once it's been either answered or I've been given the answer that God wanted me to have, I'll go back and I'll write it down, like I'll put the date on it, and then when I go to write my new journal entry underneath it, I'll put that date, and I'm like, on this day, God answered this prayer in this way. And I'll just write it out, because to me, I can always go back and see what's happened in life, because as many of you know, especially with children, your memory starts to fade, or it just gets kind of filled with the memories that you make with your children, or trying to remember their schedule on top of your own schedule. And in my case, my husband's schedule, my kids' schedule, and my schedule. Like, it gets a little hectic in my brain. So I have to write things down, and I'm very notorious. I have a calendar in the kitchen, like a regular calendar, and then I have a ball calendar, and then I have my phone calendar, and then I also am still one of those people that carries around a regular planner in her pocketbook, because I have to have things wrote down. The planner in my pocketbook has everything in it. Has Lynn's schedule, my schedule, Kira's ball schedule, the other kids, like whatever they got going on, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, all that stuff is in one planner. And then I have it divided out into different things so that I can see it, and I know that if it's on that calendar, then it's got to happen. And then I go look at my calendar, and if it's not on that calendar, then I start figuring out, okay, I start going through emails or text messages or whatever, calling, being like, hey, did we change something and I just didn't get it switched, or, whatever. But I challenge you this evening, as you watch this video and as you're kind of doing your own little lesson, your own little studying, to really think about if there's something that you just need to say, okay, God, take this, do with it what you will, I'm following your way. Write it down. And if it's something that you would like extra prayer about, not just yourself praying about it, but some of us praying about it as well, then I encourage you to reach out to myself, to Christy, to both of us. You can put it in the group message, however you want to do that, because we're here for you no matter what you need. If you need a prayer, we're here to pray with you. We'll be glad to call and do a prayer with you. I pray for you daily anyway, all of you. But if there's a specific prayer that you have, not only for this, but for anything going on in life at any point in time, if you have a specific prayer, write it down. And then, like I said, if you want some extra prayers, just reach out to us, because we'll be more than happy to pray with you, pray for you, whatever you need. I hope you ladies have a wonderful evening. Try to de-stress tonight. Just sit down, even if it's just for 10 minutes, and just thank God for all that He's given you, and thank Him for all of the blessings that He has poured out onto you for whatever it may be. And I look forward to watching Christy's video after she gets it posted for today's lesson, and then I will hopefully be able to get you a new video posted tomorrow. So, bye ladies.